What do we got here? We got the homework on 9.3. Let's go ahead and throw in number 2 for free. So for those of you that missed instruction or whatever, we're paying attention to something else like my floor. The standard form of a circle is x minus h squared plus y minus k squared equal to r squared, where your center is at hk, and obviously r squared, r stands for radius. So on this one, our center is at 2, -1, because we change signs and we leave parentheses. I've been yelling at y'all about that since August. To find the radius, we notice the line up here, r squared is 16. It doesn't make sense to do plus or minus here because we're talking about the radius of a circle. And there you go. And then you graph it. To the right 2, up 1. Sorry, I messed that up. To the right 2, fall 1. Then I have to go up 4, left 4, right 4, and then down 4. And that, boys and girls, is my circle. 5 is underlined. So this one is not in standard form. We're going to rearrange it. I'm going to shift the x squared over here, put it by the 4x. I'm going to leave a little space. Y squared minus 2y. It's a plus sign, it's positive. Leave a little space, and the 20 is going to go to the right. So now I'm going to complete the square. I'm going to take half of 4, which is 2. I'm going to take that 2 and I'm going to square it and get 4. And I'm going to add that 4 to both sides. I'll do the same thing right here with this, and that's supposed to be a negative symbol, isn't it? I'm going to take half of a -2, which is -1. I'm going to square it. I'm going to get 1, and I'm going to add it to both sides. Now, this piece right here, x squared plus 4x plus 4, that factors perfectly as x plus 2 all squared. It's from that right there. Y squared minus 2y plus 1 factors perfectly as y minus 1 all squared. And the right-hand side adds to 25. And I'm supposed to put that down here, wasn't I? Now I can figure out everything I need. My center is at -2, +1. Remember, r squared is 25, which means my radius is 5. So I'm back 2, up 1 is my center. I've got to count up 5, I've got to count left 5, I've got to count right 5, and I've got to count down 5. I'm a little disoriented still. I haven't recovered from whatever crud I had last week. And there is my circle that looks more like Stewie Griffin's head. All right, 7. Another one of these complete the square, and it's not bad either. Let's do the work down here. I'm going to take everything and shift it left. Every bit of it. Because you have to, because you want your x squareds and your y squareds to be positive. And I'm going to group. That would become a plus 6x. I'm going to leave a little space. That's going to become a positive y squared. That's going to become a -2y. Going to leave a little space. And the 9, well, the 9's got to go over here. Then I'm going to start completing the square. Half of 6 is 3. 3 squared is 9. If I add 9 to the left, I have to add 9 to the right. Half of -2 is -1. -1 squared is 1. If I add it here, I add it there. And then I factor. This is x plus 3 all squared. This is y minus 1 all squared. And this is 1. So my center is at -3, 1. And my radius, r squared, is 1. So my radius is 1. So there you go. Left 3, up 1. And I have a teeny tiny radius, so a teeny tiny circle. And there she is. So there's those three. It's on the back. Looks like I did 10. So you're told the center, and you're told a point on the center, on the circle. The drawing is just so you can understand what I'm doing. I got to go back some and down some. There's my center. And this point goes back down, back some, and down some too. So there's 2 points on the circle. Sorry, there's 2 points, one on the circle. I need to know this radius. I can do it through distance formula. So the radius is going to be the square root of x minus x plus y minus y all squared. That's going to generate a 3. That also is going to generate a 3. So both of these, a 3 squared is 9, a 3 squared is 9. I end up with root 18. And normally I'd want you to simplify that, normally you'd say 3 root 2. But it doesn't matter because what you're going to do with it, you're going to square the thing. So it's just going to look pretty. Here's h, here's k. It says you may leave it in standard form. So x plus 13 squared plus y plus 16 squared is root 18 squared. And when you square that square root, I sound like I'm going through puberty over here with a cracking voice. Late bloomer at 42. There you go. She's done. 13. Center lies in the first quadrant. Tangent, x equals 8, y equals 3, and x equals 14. So for all of you kids who are like, I don't understand, Milbrath, I was good at geometry. No, you weren't. Hey, I love it for you. If you don't remember what tangent is, you weren't good at geometry. Tangent means touches once. That's what it means. First quadrant, I'm going to draw. I am tangent to x equals 8. Heck, half of my student body doesn't even know what x equals 8 looks like. It's a vertical line. Y'all like to tell me it's me. It's not me, it's you. If we were dating, I would break up with you, and I would tell you it's your fault. There's my sense of humor, by the way. And then you got y equals 3, which is horizontal. This circle touches those 3 lines one time. Now, I can see pretty clearly that across this circle I have a diameter of 6. Sorry, yeah, which means my radius must be 3. What did that gain me? This gained me a lot of stuff. And this drawing is not necessarily to scale. For one, because the center is supposed to be in the first quadrant. Oops. It's because of the scale that I used here. So we can just move that XY axis on down, okay? Pretend this doesn't exist. So anyways, what was gained of me? I drew it wrong. I completely drew that wrong. In order for this circle to be according to the descriptors, it has to be above y equals 3. There we go. I should know better. Anyways, back to what I was saying. If this is x equals 14 and this is x equals 8 and the radius is 3, well, 14 minus 3 is 11. Again, the radius is 3, so if you're at y equals 3 and you add 3, you've got a y value of 6. And that's all you need. You can write your equation. The equation is x take away 11 squared plus y take away 6 squared equals 3 squared, which is 9. Sorry about the bad drawing. Let's see, 15 is an EOC practice question. Explain your answer choice. Last year, the total revenue for Homestyle, a national restaurant chain, increased 5.25% over the previous year. If this trend were to continue, which expression could the company's chief financial officer use to approximate their monthly percent increase in revenue? So, what I mean by this is you're supposed to write some stuff down, not just choose the right answer. It says explain. So I noticed it's growth. So it's ace of t is the principal times 1 plus r to the t. And this would be where time is in years. All right, that's the default. Time is years. All right, what do we get? We don't know the principal. That doesn't matter. What matters is this set of parentheses. 0.0525 is a decimal. And time is still in years. Now, if you want this thing to be fed months, like you can't throw 3 months at this thing because this is time in years. You have to introduce the /12. Now it's per month instead of per year because there are 12 months per year. And you can figure out a little bit of stuff. You should know what 1 plus 0.0525 is without a calculator. And I did not mean to put that set of parentheses there. Like I said, still quite disoriented. I can move that 1/12 piece inside, and then I can push some buttons. This particular question came from a New York Regents exam. And in the state of New York, if you fail their what they call their Regents exam, which is basically the same thing as an end of course test, you flunk the class. Doesn't matter if you had 100 average. If you fail their Regents exam, you have to retake the class. I told you guys to round 4 places. Looks like they're asking their students to go 5, which is not huge. Makes sense to me. Probably because they're doing maybe a significant figure. I don't know. But my TI-84's got that 427. And now there's just a T out front. And they're using M, which is fine. Yeah, it's choice 3. And that's the ones that I did for you. The rest of it's for you to figure out. Or you can just sit there and complain that you can't figure it out. I mean, that's how I got good at this stuff. I figured it out. That's what you have to do. It takes time.